Okay, Warren, let's get what really they deserve to be talked about and be called heroes after that. That was a really heroic performance, wasn't it? No matter what else went on in the game, there was 11 heroes out there today.
Yeah, there was.
9.
Well, you know what, 9, yeah. But even the boys that weren't playing, I could sense this week, and I knew it. You're coming into a team that's top of the league. I don't see why they will not be champions. They're a very good side, good footballing side. But you know what? We come here with a game plan. The boys took it right on board, and we were probably playing against 12, 13, 14 people today because you know what, that's what it means, the fans there, you can bleep that out. Because you know what, some of the decisions that went against us today I've never seen in football, and I will, whenever I go on later on in this interview, say something. And I told the assessor what the referee said to me at half time, but I want to talk about those boys because they go 10 men, they go 9 men, they dug in, they defended. And Kai, that's what he's paid to do. We've got 2 great keepers here. But you know what, if anyone watched that game today, we were so comfortable in the first half, we could have been 2-3 up. And then the referee, for me, ruined the game. I never single out players. They're my boys, and I'll defend every single one of them because I know how hard it is. I'm the exact same. And as I said to you, look, it's a great point for us away. We're trying to do the right things, and we'll move forward now to Tuesday.
You talk about bodies on the line, you hear it in football so often. I'm not sure I've quite seen such an example of that, especially when the ball went up in 9 minutes. They looked for all the world that they were going to get something. We threw bodies on the line. Really, we restricted them to those sort of scrambles rather than anything clear-cut. Kai was catching everything that was coming into the box. We'll talk about the penalty in a minute, but it really was a bodies on the line performance, wasn't it? And that's where the players play for each other, isn't it? And,
I know. But as you can see, there's what he's just said. It's embarrassing. But the boys threw bodies on the line. I said to them in training, you've got to defend. And what we've done this week is we'll work on a little bit of overloads of one team down. You're defending the lead. You're defending the 1-0. The other team's in overload. We've done all that all week because that's what happens in football. They're going to have a lot of the ball. But I thought they were outstanding today. Absolutely outstanding, every single one of us.
Kai's come in, as you mentioned. Miles, first of all, how's Miles doing? He's got a slight knot, I believe.
Yeah, he's got a slight bang in his knee, which we've got to be careful about. But as I say, we've got 2 fantastic keepers. He's been chomping at the bit, but the big guy's so professional. His concentration levels, and what a save at the end. I thought his grabbing, his collecting, his distribution was outstanding today. And when you've got 2 good keepers behind you like that, it breeds confidence. And I thought the boys were, as I said to you, I couldn't pick anyone out. The boys were outstanding today from start to finish.
A couple of good debuts as well. Full debut for Yassir Kazim and Sid Nelson as well. He brought his experience into the side today. And Yassir getting on the score sheet as well.
Yeah, he did. Look, if anyone come here to say, what's the first half? We could have been 2, 3, 4. No disrespect to Ebbsfleet, they're a fantastic team. But we really set in. We hit them on the break. We caused them problems, and we've got good players. I said to our boys yesterday, I looked at the team and I went, we've got men in here who's all league footballers, got aggression, got quality, and it showed today. And I was really pleased with them. Sid's come in, Yassir's come in, and I had the confidence to fire them in. And Yassir's got a great goal, and as I said, he was really, really pleased today.
We are going to get out of the way. I know we want to concentrate on the positives of those heroes out there, but 2 red cards today, both a little bit of a mystery, a question over both of them. We have had an explanation, as we think, over both of them, but what's explained to you?
I don't even want it, to be honest. I'm not disgusted with the referee. That I don't even really want to talk about him, and it's not like me because he sends Feeney off for a comment, then he sends Dunny off for a trip on the referee, which I didn't know the referee was playing. Well, looking at the game, he probably was for them. But the big one done me at half time whenever I asked them, do you know when they scored? In the 51st minute and 30 seconds when there was 5 minutes. And you know what his reply to me was? No, I don't. See it on Twitter. That is the most arrogant referee and disrespectful person I've seen to turn around and say, see it on Twitter. And I don't even want to talk about him, I'm being honest. He's really, really annoyed me. And if I was the assessors today, I'd be embarrassed by what he done.
We move on to Tuesday now, a trip to Braintree. There's going to be some tired legs out there. It's really time to utilise the squad. We were missing a few today. Obviously, you mentioned Miles Roberts. Taylor Maloney was one missing today. Obviously, Aaron Barnes has been missing for the last couple. How will we be shaping up ahead of then?
Yeah, it's going to be difficult. We're going to have to dust the boys down and go again. But I said to them now, this game's over. We've got to look after ourselves at the weekend. eat right, recover right. As I said, you bring on, look, we're out in our legs, but you know, it's a good thing to have performances like that, guide people in the areas where other players want to go, galvanises them, and as I said, we've got to dust them down and get ready for Tuesday night now.
And just finally, you said you wanted a reaction from last week's game against St Albans City. I think it's fair to say you got that against a team that's only dropped 2 points in the entire season before today.
Look, you can see, to be honest, we could have won the game, I'm being honest. But no, I thought we were outstanding. It's a difficult place to come. Very, very difficult. You know, you can see why they're good players. They wear people down, they play through people. But you know, I said I'd love to have kept 11 men on the pitch today because, you know, I fancy their chances big time. But look, that's football, you know. But the boys are outstanding today. That's a good group. I said I wanted the reaction. People are moaning, and you hear the moans. I don't do social media, but this and that there. And look, we haven't changed from day one. But you know, we've got to remember. Even their manager said to me, "We've come with 18, 19 new players. They've got 15 players from last season." It's going to take time. And you know, I said this, we want to be competitive. That's being competitive. And look, last week was a one-off. But you're not going to win every game. But I have a good group. I know what I work with. I'll back every single one of them. And look, enjoy the season. That's what we want to do. If we get to wherever we want to go, great. But if we don't, we've got to remember we went out of the league last year. So, as I said to you, that was for everyone, the fans, the true fans, the loyal fans who come and support. And as I said to you, the boys give them something back.
But I
all right?
Well done, mate.